each and every one of you got to find a way to enjoy the heck out of this. The experience of a lifetime. Trust me, you'll never forget the memories you're about to create tonight. Enjoy every bit of it. Soak it all in. Whether you're playing every down or not playing it down, enjoy every bit of it. We are here together. Guys, this season has been a lot like you're going to go through in your life with the family. You have your ups, you have your downs, you have things, people getting at each other, you go through tough times. But you know what? It's when you guys stay together as a team, when you come out of that other side through adversity, that makes you what you are today. Regardless of the outcome today, you are champions. But you go out today, you play your tails off. You play and find every bit of energy that you can find. Every bit of hot button you can find in your body to play for your team and your family. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's about who can play harder, who can make the fewest mistakes. And gentlemen, I will also tell you, I've said it many times before, it is not in your makeup to quit. It is not in your makeup. You don't know how to quit. It's not part of your persona. You don't even understand it. Well, you take it to the next level. Take every bit of the energy from every community member out there, and you join it in with yours. Because when we go on that tunnel, you show them what East Grand Rapids Pride is all about. Let's take it to the traditional.
Well, Peter Stuursma doing his best to get the Pioneers of East Grand Rapids fired up before last night's Division III state championship game. East Grand Rapids taking on Orchard Lake St. Mary's in yet another classic. Second quarter, Robert Bolden, big man, breaks a couple of tackles, takes it in from 13 yards. It was 7-0. East answering. 36 seconds to play in the half. Ryan Elbley to Colin Voss, who breaks a couple tackles of his own. It was a 7-7 game. Then came the strange part. After a long kickoff from the 1-yard line, Orchard Lake St. Mary's does not go for the field goal, tries to get the touchdown, and is stuffed on the line. Ball came loose. Pioneers didn't get the fumble, but they did get the stop. Set up a wonderful second half. 10-7 after an East Grand Rapids field goal, and it's Bolden again. Quarterback keeper to the left side. There's a big man with some wheels. 83 yards down the far sidelines. It was 14-10 Orchard Lake. Back came East Grand Rapids. Elbley again, looking this time short, firing over for A.J. McCune, who makes the catch at the 42. Comes to the left side, sets up a nice screen block there at the 35. Another at the 24, and he is gone. 68 yards, 17-14 Pioneers after 3. To the fourth now. Bolden this time answering back for Orchard Lake St. Mary on the handoff to the big fullback. You're talking about 260 pounds, Cortez Riley in. 21-17 Orchard Lake. Play of the game then for East Grand Rapids. 4th and 14, 3 minutes to go. Elbley firing deep off Voss's hands, off an Orchard Lake hand, and somehow caught by Kirk Spencer. Take another look. It was a very, very close play. Can't give you the best look at it on a replay angle here, but he apparently gets his hands underneath, and then it would set up this. Minute 20 to go. East Grand Rapids with the game on the line. Roll out to the right, and Ryan's going to find Dion Job in the end zone. That is your game winner. East Grand Rapids in a thriller. 24-21 to win their 4th consecutive state championship. Joining us now, head coach Peter Stuursma and the quarterback Ryan Elbley here. And first of all, gentlemen, congratulations. I mean, that's about as fun as a game can get to watch. I can only imagine being involved in it.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
How fun was that last night?
Well, you know, I don't know that it will actually sink in. I told the guys after the game, it's not really going to sink in for a couple days yet, or even weeks away when you're a part of something like that, because when it was 4th and 14 and you know, we called a timeout and we were just hoping to make a play, and we decided we wanted to throw the ball down the middle to our biggest kid, and Colin Voss at 6'7", and Ryan made a great throw. Colin tipped it a little bit, and Kirk Spencer was Johnny on the spot, and you know, I mean, it was magic. It just went our way. The play went our way, and we were fortunate to come out with that. And then, of course, Ryan made a great throw to Dion in the end zone to win it.
What's going through your head, Ryan, as you're making that throw? I mean, you see that ball go up in the air. Just talk about what you're thinking about.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
I mean, I've trusted Colin all year. He's 6'7". He's a real good receiver. So, I mean, after I knew I was just going to go to him, let him make a play. So after it kind of went through his hands, I just kind of almost put my head down with it, and all of a sudden Kirk came out of nowhere and made a crazy play.
And what about that play? Not only did Kirk get his hands under that, and from all indications on the other replays that everyone's seen, it was a legit catch. Here's a kid that at the end of the first quarter is in agony on the sideline with a right knee injury, not knowing if he's going to come back in the game, hobbling around. He's out there playing, but he's still got a noticeable limp throughout a good chunk of that game. He's got to get to that ball and get his hand under the ball, and he was able to do it.
He was able to do it. You know, Kirk was one of about 3 or 4 starters of ours that spent multiple plays on the bench because of injuries. So we had Josh Drummond was cramping, A.J. McEwen with a plantar fasciitis. Colin had got hit a couple times and was slow to get up, and he just made a play. Again, it's hard to explain because our guys found a way. And as we were talking before the game about not quitting, well, obviously they proved that to be very true. And those are the type of kids that we have. They felt like they wanted to not lose that day. Again, that doesn't guarantee or ensure us anything, but it certainly gave us a chance in the end.
The run at 4 straight state championships, great storyline for the paper and for us in the media to talk about. I know you kind of pushed that aside. Now that it's over, how much was that a thought process, you guys, and how hard was it to keep these guys not from feeling that pressure that we were all talking about?
To be very honest, we didn't talk about going there to win a 4th. We talked about going there and playing Orchard Lake St. Mary's and winning the state title because we knew how good Orchard Lake was. You saw the type of talent level that they had. I mean, Robert Bolden is a player, and we were able to get to him 11 times in game 1, and I don't think we got to him one time as far as a sack. And they have Ernest Thomason going to UCLA, and I think they have one of the best linebackers in the state of Michigan in that number 6 in Ross. And so we just felt like we wanted to go and play our best. And the thing, we threw the ball 30 times. That's about 3 times more than we ever throw it during a typical game. But that shows you a lot about the young man sitting next to me. When we have confidence in him, and he has the ability to run our offense. And they took away the run. They took away some of the things that we want to do. Kirk Spencer was banged up, and so that put us into a mode of just trying to survive, and of course our defense was outstanding again.
Yeah, it was.
4 straight, something only 2 other schools in MHSAA history have done. 6 championships this decade. Your record's 115-13.
Oh.
Half those losses, I think, came in your first season, and ever since then, I think you've only had 7 losses. From a kid playing in this program, even coming up through the ranks, what is it about East you think that makes this program so good? Because you've known nothing other than, as your senior class has, walking off the field as a state champion. Where does that begin, and how have you been able to get to this level and maintain that?
I mean, it's just the tradition of East Grand Rapids of winning. I mean, we have great coaches, and that just motivates us to win. I mean, after like all the wins that they know what they're doing, and we just keep on following them.
And very rare we see Kid Rock hanging out on the sidelines of a high school football game.
Did you know he was there?
He was there?
Kid Rock was there?
Yeah,
he was at Orchard sidelines.
Is that right?
We'll get a little bit. We'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you ever think... let's go back. Your quarterbacks and your running backs through this whole stretch, this whole decade. We've gone through the grades. You've got Ryan. Where do you keep finding these guys? These quarterbacks and these running backs that just keep they're players year after year.
Well, as a guy like Ryan Elbley, I remember when Ryan was a little kid in Rocket football and watching these kids come up through the grade levels, and I happened to be his principal at East Grand Rapids Middle School and watching him as a student, and the same with Kirk Spencer and Colin Voss. I mean, these kids were 8th graders my first year as a principal there. It's fun to watch them grow up, and then to spend the time with them like we do. And we spend, as Coach Collins was talking about, we spent 17 straight weeks with these guys from August to now, and that doesn't include the off season, all the things that we go through. And what's I think I could speak for a lot of coaches is there's a lot of neat things that go on in college and pro athletics. But you know what you saw last night and what you see in high school athletics, it's kids competing for their community. And tomorrow, and they're going to go and play their winter sports, and they're resilient, whether win or lose. They're going to go on to their next sport and go and play. And for us as coaches, that's special. That's what being a part of this is all about. They're going to go on to be good human beings. And to me, that's what's neat to watch, is to watch them compete, knowing that that's a game. That's on a field or a contest, and they can take that over into what they're going to do in their next stage of life.
A lot of pride, obviously, on the west side of the state. I mean, I know you're playing your game, and Pat's playing his game, and Noel's playing his. But the fact is, West Michigan has just become really dominant in the last decade. Football here on the west side.
Yeah, and I think every year we've talked about this. That says so much about the communities. The communities rally around their schools. Their schools and their academics. Their schools with their co-curricular activities, and their schools in athletics. And when our groups all go down to Ford Field, they make a big weekend out of it. It's special, and that says a lot about the communities and the support that they provide, and they allow us to do the things that we do. And Friday nights, it's not just about a football game; it's to go out to the community event and watch.
Right.
And Ryan's got another season left.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Number 5, the bullseye's on the back.
It's already started.
I know.
5 already.
We're the media, aren't we supposed to do that? Someone's got to talk
We'll worry about
about
that
it.
in August.
Yeah. Thanks
Ryan
for a
Elbley.
great game, though, guys.
Pete
Thank
Sturzman.
you.
Thanks, guys. East Grand Rapids, one of 3 teams to repeat as state champions this season, the others being Traverse City St. Francis in Division 7, Montague in Division 6. Up next, the coach and quarterback of the Wildcats joining us in the studio, Pat Collins and Cody Cater. That's just 90 seconds away here on Sports Overtime.